Hello, Priory. You've heard me say many times before that we are a spiritual community. And in this digital age, one of the best ways to support community is through digital communication. And so, with that, we are now introducing to the congregation a brand new communication platform for us to connect with one another digitally throughout the week. And that's called Slack. Now, I know some of you might already be saying, oh, I already have 1,000 different apps on my phone for group chatting and communication. Why do I need one more? Well, allow me to explain why we feel this is the best option for us in our church. Now, before I get into that, though, I know some of you are already sort of cringing in the seat there because you are familiar with Slack. And many of you already use it in the workplace. And you might be saying to me, why are we using what I'm using in my workplace for church? Why don't we use a different app like WhatsApp or Discord or something like that? And so I present to you some of the reasons why we think Slack is the best app as opposed to Discord or WhatsApp or anything. First of all, it's significantly more user-friendly than Discord. In a variety of ways, it provides a very good way for people of a variety of technical skills, both used to technology and really struggling with technology, to use it very easily. I found it to be that much more easy to use. And as opposed to something like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, there's a little bit more control that we have centrally over the app. It allows us to be able to help people get into the right communication channels that they want to be in. And so with that sort of managed feature, it really is the best thing for us. And so we do ask that you give it a try. Again, even at the risk of having one more app, we think it will be really great for us. Is it required? No, 100% not required, and we don't want anyone to feel left out if they are not part of this app. It's just one more option on top of our loop, which we're not getting rid of, on top of Facebook and Instagram. We're not getting rid of that either. It's just another additional communication platform to help us stay connected. Let me explain to you some of the features that it has to help you understand why we think this is really good for us. First of all, as opposed to something like WhatsApp or Messenger, it separates our group chat into different channels. So you might sign into Slack and have one channel for your ministry team. You might have another channel for sermon discussion. You might have another channel. We have another channel for prayer requests. And all of those can be separated out rather than everybody talking over one another in different topics. You're able to have multiple different kinds of conversations simultaneously, as well as being able to chat with people one-on-one. One of the great things about Slack is that there's a kind of directory in Slack, so you can look people up, and if you want to contact someone via text directly, you can look up their name, text them directly, and you can have a one-on-one chat. So it's a very flexible chat app. Another great advantage of it is that there's customized notifications. So for some of you that are concerned, oh, am I going to have another app dinging me every 5 seconds because someone shared in the group chat? Have no fear. There's ways to customize that so you can make sure that you're being notified of the things that you care about. And finally, one of the things we love about it is it's cross-platform. That means that whether you prefer using a phone or a tablet or even your computer, PC or Mac, to be able to access this platform, you can use any one of them, and you can even switch in between them seamlessly. It's that easy to use. So for any of you who are familiar with Slack, you can pretty much stop watching the video at this point. The rest of the video, I'm just going to give a very brief orientation to how the Slack platform works. And one of the things that we're going to be sending to everybody is this document. It's a one-page document we've developed for Priory. It's sort of the one-page introduction to Slack. It has a description up there, and the first thing it talks about is how to access Slack. So the thing it says here is that you will find in your inbox, and so this goes for everybody, if you are actively part of our church, you'll receive in your inbox an email with a subject header that says, Ryan Marthinson has invited you to work with them in Slack. And I apologize for the language of working with them. There's no way for us to change it. It's just what Slack has as a default. You click that email with that subject header, and then there's this purple button that says Join Now, and it'll guide you in how to join in. And I've actually found people of various different technical abilities have found it very easy to just kind of click through, and it's usually pretty intuitive how to sign into Slack. Now, I want to let everyone know and make it clear that even if at this point you're having difficulty, even just accessing it, even just opening it, We in the office, Rena and I, want to be available to you to make sure that we can support you in accessing this app. So if you have questions or problems and want someone to help guide you with this, we are more than willing to help you. So do give us a shout if you want help at even accessing it and knowing how to work it. The next thing you'll find as you go into the app is the channels feature. So in the menu, you'll see a list of the channels that you're added to. By default, you'll just be added to the general channel, but if you click the Add Channel button, which is described here in the document, which again you'll be receiving, it'll give you a list of channels that you can participate in. So you can add yourself into any number of these channels. We have a sermon discussion channel where you can discuss the sermon, and it's a great opportunity for people to dig a bit deeper into the topics, maybe have some midweek discussion on the themes that were discussed through the sermon. You can also sign into the prayer requests channel in order to share prayer requests and receive prayer requests from others. And again, if you're having difficulty finding out how to add yourself into these channels, that's actually something the office can help you with. We can add you into those channels to make it a little easier for you. So a little bit more information there on the document. I'll leave that to you to read. The next thing on this instruction manual is about notifications. I mentioned a little bit earlier that one of the concerns might be, oh, is this just going to be dinging me all day long and annoying me through my phone or my tablet? And the wonderful thing is you can customize your notifications. The first thing you can do is you can customize your notifications globally. That is to say, you can set as a default, for instance, you can say, by default, I want all my channels to just be silent. You can set that. Or by default, you can make it so that all channels sort of ding you with new messages. There's 3 different notification settings for everything by default, and this document describes how you change that. But say, for instance, there's a particular channel that you want to be notified of in a different way. Say by default, you wanted to have everything silent, but for the sermon discussion channel, which you're more interested in, you want to have that channel ding you every time someone pipes up in that channel. Well, you can set per channel notifications in order to make it so that that one is giving the notifications you want. The description is there on the document, and of course, if you need additional help to what this one-page document can provide, there is that link that is on the document that is the Slack Quick Start Guide, gives you more information, and again, please do contact us in the office if you need any more, if you have any questions or concerns, or we can support you. But may this be a great avenue for us to connect with one another. Again, we are a spiritual community, and we really hope that this is just one more way for us to be in each other's lives, connect, encourage, and be spiritual community together.